Rich should have that ordinance ready to turn it
And
down.
I would think that would be an easy answer
Well, I think
to her
That
question.
should be,
It
yeah.
should be.
Part of it, though, I think this.
I don't have a problem, I don't have a problem creating a zone specifically for this.
No, I just mean
That's-
prohibit it,
Yeah.
and next month, if you want to do it. But I don't,
Well, let's make sure we can do that.
right,
So that's
it
the.
doesn't seem like that should be a hard.
Here's a question. I know the answer to this one, but it doesn't. So if the state is the first review process, they're gonna be issuing licenses regardless of what we have, I assume? So what if they issue, I don't know, one license, but it's where you can smoke something in the building, or no restrictions on it, and it conflicts with us, with our ordinance, then it has that, then what do we do? Go back to the state, say, oh, we can't accept that one, you can issue more, or do they simply issue as many licenses as they want, and then we pick one, which is where we don't want to put ourselves in that situation.
Right, maybe, what if they issue licenses just for the county or something, and then that
Yeah.
person can operate anywhere in the county, right? They may have the choice
I'm
then.
pretty sure, Mary, that it's town specific, if I recall.
I mean, there is something in the statute that says you have, you know, that they know the number per municipality. So if it follows from the statute, then the regulation should say that the state will issue one for Seabright. But I'm hesitant to say that for sure without seeing the regulation.
Not one based on. our ordinance.
Can you do research in the interim, who's administrating this?
There is
Community
someone in
affairs?
charge.
Well, the commission. That's
No, but is it community affairs doing it, Department of Community Affairs?
I think it's from within DCA.
Then what happens if
What
they
am I
close?
researching? I'm sorry.
To see if there is see what Mary's concern, whether it's a valid concern. How are they dealing with the idea if there's multiple, if you're limiting it to one license, how they're only going to issue one license? Just confirm that that's accurate.
If they're
It
gonna
must
only
be
do one.
out, you know.
I believe it is accurate,
Because
but-
even if I said I'm giving 5,
Right.
what if 7 come?
Well, that's what Mary's concern is. How do we decide which of
So
those
what if they,
five?
what if they close too? Like, what if that business is closed and wants to move to another
Is
town?
it treated like a,
Then-
liquor license?
Right, then what happens in that space or whatever? Can they go to a different space or somebody new comes in or what's the
All the
process?
questions, every question and comment, yeah, they're all great questions, comments.
Yeah, that's why I've just been talking to Joe about it. He said, just come, you know, and then I can just raise your bid. This is what I see and I hear and I know.
And if you
So I
did-
just
and
want
if
you to be aware.
And if you vote no on this, can you vote yes in a month from now?
Yes, you can.
And that was, the reason that's coming up, what Kevin saw, and Jeff, you were on the same call, we were on what is it called? The League of Municipalities held a seminar on this. And they had land use attorneys on, and 2 of the land use attorneys said exactly what you're saying, what I believe is the accurate answer, that you can reverse it. And then the third one said, I don't know, guys, I don't think you can, but I don't know where he's getting that from.
I'll take a look to be extra sure, but I didn't see any language in the statute that would support that.
There isn't.
So,
I would think that's insane, because it's like, oh, you're locked out for 5 years.
It's ridiculous.
It's like you have 180 days to make a decision of something of this magnitude, and then if you don't, you're locked out for 5 years. I think that's.
That's why there's so many issues to discuss. It does seem.
Exactly.
And plus, if you do want the community input, you need more time.
I'm gonna just reiterate what my concern is in there, is I think we need to have some things in place and, get the answers as part of the process.
Right.
Otherwise, it's gonna be a mess.
I like designating its own class, just because it gets in front of the planning board. Board doesn't want its own to do, and so you may have an issue where it's like, oh, well, I don't think I was treated fairly, and.
Well, you're gonna face
Per se.
So why don't we do what we said? We'll make sure people know. Anyone wants to come and speak on the sound consensus, and then in the interim, Rich can do some research and.
And let's try and get a new class on the books.
That's easy. I mean, we're gonna have to amend this anyway because there are other things that we wanted to. We want to move forward with it, but in the interim, let's
And then
just.
the food, address the food
I-
issue,
Go ahead.
Yeah, and adjust the food issue.
I'm sure, look, I'm not gonna have an answer for you though. I mean, I'm not, until these regulations are promulgated. I mean, we can call somebody down to the state, but, that's worth whatever. They can change their mind the next day, you might be talking to the wrong person.
Yeah.
But then the big one is, if they deny it, can they, you were both saying yes, but I think you need to just confirm that aspect.
So is the intelligent thing to do to not approve this and wait until the regs come out so we know what we're actually dealing with?
It's a cautious thing. Cautious thing, that's for sure.
Licenses are gone, we're gonna get nothing.
There's still gonna be, I think there's still gonna be enough towns that are never gonna allow this, so we'll be
There's a
okay.
lot that aren't allowed.
But I think a lot of them are in the same boat we are, and they're doing the exact same
So-
thing.
Well, I didn't know until today that we had the option of saying no now, and I thought we had to choose yes or no. by
If
August.
we do,
Yes,
and
we
it's
have to
a,
confirm that.
We have to confirm.
But I think it's safer. I'd rather give much better guidance to the town, so we know exactly, so there's no,
Alright, so-
Well, let's at least get.
Do you want Rich to,
Let's get it in
do you
the-
want Rich to adopt the turn down ordinance that we have at our disposal so that we do not make mistakes, that we don't lapse?
I think we can have
We should
it.
have
Yeah.
it.
We should have it ready, and hopefully by then we'll have more information.
Correct.
On the key question, on whether or not this 5-year thing sticks or not.
So can you draft that and have it at our visit?
And maybe start the process of getting a new.
But that would be part of the general ordinance, Kevin, that takes 2 seconds. I mean, we just adopt that, since we're gonna re-adopt this anyway. This is not the version of the ordinance we're going with. We can just include a new class till we do it.
Okay.
It's-
Yeah, I think that was it. If anybody's
That was good
free to reach
stuff.
out to me if there's anything I
Thank
can
you.
help you with.
What's
Okay,
the-
Thank you for your concern.
Thank you.
It's good to have insight.
We have the public hearing on the ordinance itself. We're gonna make sure people know so that they can come out and voice their opinions on it.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Eric.
Because even though 75% of the town voted for it, they may not want to come back.
That's correct. And a lot of people vote for stuff they don't want in their own backyard, so.
I haven't seen that before.
No.
All right, on to number 6, draft smoking ordinance, which is also enclosed. Comment on it.
And that's just to basically prohibit chief on the beach, right? Primarily?
On the beach, correct. That's on the beach, public place, the same place as cigarettes in public, any kind can be rented. So, if you get your car towed and you're gonna smoke a joint while you're waiting, just, I want to, I want to be able to have.
now.
Yeah, so when you get your car towed and you're waiting to get your car back, maybe you can go to the cannabis store, but you can't smoke in public. No, just so we can have some kind of books that we can write ordinance in public on the beach, something that would make it easier for us. That was it.
But the people so that they come out like you see it at the bars all the time, they go outside and have a cigarette.
No, they're not. That is, in public places, you cannot.
Oh,
No,
really?
you can.
No, but that's not what it says here.
Oh, this, what?
Wait a minute, whoa. You can't walk outside of a bar and smoke a cigarette?
Yes,
Technically, no. Public places, no smoking.
That's what it says.
it says where?
What does it say?
Specifically public, like sidewalks or anything.
Yeah, I didn't think that.
That's what it says. Smoking shall be prohibited by any person regardless of age,
Indoor
public place, workplace within the borough.
Indoor public place.
Okay, keep
Indoor
going. Means in the beachfront,
Area.
boardwalk, all access ramps. Read the whole thing. It's was spelled out.
Yeah, but that's
No,
like,
I know what it says.
I'm hoping you do.
It doesn't say that you can't smoke on the sidewalk when you stop at a bar.
yeah.
You can't smoke on the beach.
Can't smoke on the beach because there's a state law that specifically says that we can.
On the beach, and those areas by the beach, in the public park, in a public place, or
Never be ever be on the sidewalk smoking a cigarette.
That's how I assumed also, chief, that you could. So, I mean, if there's a way to prohibit that, I'd love to prohibit that. I don't think we can.
We know.
Can we just prohibit walking down the street and stop someone smoking? So if we can do that, I mean,
Are we sure we can do that?
I don't think we can. I don't think we can.
I don't think we can.
I mean, if somebody walks out of a bar.
I mean, New York too, you're not allowed to smoke on sidewalks in New York.
Yeah, but that's not enforced, because I.
It's not enforced.
You get buzzed walking through Manhattan.
No, people smoking all over the place.
It is, it's all over.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Let's go through, we have other issues, so maybe we can go through this. ABC license renewals, so Chris said we're gonna have a special meeting, all the license renewals in there.
They have till June 30th. Our last meeting was June 18th, so I don't think we're gonna get every renewal in by then.
So we
Calling
may-
everybody, most of them are done, so we'll have.
So some of the bars do have conditions in them, review them if you'd like to.
Tables back there, we're not supposed to do.
Which one?
Tommy's. Tommy's is not supposed to have that tent or the tables in the backyard.
Well, I don't know, Mark, you wanna speak to that?
According to their liquor license.
The way it happened, but they put in, so the planning board gave them approval to put up a tent in the back. At the beginning of the pandemic, no one was allowed inside. We allowed to have a tent while the pandemic was going on. Now that at the beginning of the summer, when things were opening up a little bit, they still weren't at 50%. They approached Mary, I wish she was still here. I didn't know this was going to come up, and she took. Well, she did not. Although they did not go to the planning. That they still have to tent.
That's been lifted.
And I mean, I don't agree that that's what should have happened. I agree it should have gone to the.
Mary asked the planning board attorney if she was right, and the planning board attorney wrote her a letter, I have it, we have it somewhere.
We're talking
That said, it meets the intent.
Everyone planned for this, not knowing how the summer would play out based on where the.
Right, I understand.
So yeah, the question is, we're gonna ride through the summer season and then zero.
Invested in something that will now the governor change the regs, in the
Very clear at the end of the season.
this is it.
Yeah, don't get
Yeah.
comfortable.
Right. Exactly, that's what we have to be very adamant.
For
Especially
all.
that.
For all of them, yeah.
Well,
I know.
But we're not gonna have a street parking, Woody's not.
Yeah, what he really wants is outdoor parking. I mean, that's a street, it's a parking lot. I don't know how we allow that next year, so.
Yeah, we made it very adamant.
And we made that clear.
We made it very clear with him
Yeah.
when he donated over here,
Yeah.
that this was just.
Number 8, sidewalk cafe issues.
Speaking of.
We've been having some growing pains with the sidewalk. areas and them, and some things were resolved. And, but I think we have some of those issues,
The one concern I had with Councilman Dean, Kevin told me, I know this.
To stop.
They're running their entire sandwich operation.
so we,
I think this is something that needs to be put into the ordinance for next year.
sidewalk.
Sidewalk cafes. I think we definitely, because right now, I mean, the chief has no, because there's nothing in the ordinance that says. There's nothing in the ordinance that says we can't, so.
We, Joe suggested next year we have a food and beverage czar.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think we absolutely should. Where's ours? But I think we. Did not go across the sidewalk.
We need to then
That's like saying,
Put on your coffee cup that this coffee is hot, but you do.
no, you don't. You don't have to put into an ordinance that you can't steal services from somebody else.
Well, we have to put it through. Well, we have to put it.
And it's what, and that technically is theft.
It is.
That is theft of service.
It is.
So, it was shut off, and really,
2 days.
What can we do about it? I mean, obviously not just, I don't want to have to send him out there to shut the power off. That's not an answer.
To be honest with you, that 110 is a separate circuit than those lights. So
Getting arrested, you're getting a ticket, you're getting something because you.
Aware of it. Yeah. So that's why I wrote it, because the last thing I want to have.
Well, they were wrapping their wires to our.
We have
We use those outlets for our Christmas lights and our decorations in the wintertime. Wow. And they.
Are we doing where the storefronts are? Because it looks like they could use attention.
On the sidewalk?
Not the sidewalk,
On the street.
the bump outs, they do. They went where they can.
They do. The problem is the bump outs, they like literally.
were there this morning on the sidewalk.
Correct.
We went down with a blower for the whole sidewalk today.
We take care of in-house, but as far as, and my employees came up to me, my opinion is their area themselves.
And they just get that little bit, so they miss a big area there.
old municipal pole, that doesn't work. We have a
The
number of
one
them.
closest to the seawall.
Correct, that doesn't work. The other, high pressure sodium does. That's lit at the street end
Yeah.
there. One, denying the use of that, not denying the use, said he can't do that. And two, Mark had, it was brought to my attention.
I mean, I don't know.
Matter.
Yeah. I mean, has he said this since he denied getting the property?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I say let him take it down.
There's nothing wrong with
The other
that.
question is that a utility-owned pole?
No, it's ours.
It's ours, okay.
And obviously a licensed electrician and inspection and those kind of things would be.
Anybody object to it?
Okay. Just as long as he knows he's not getting anything.
And those
He's not
kind of
getting his
things.
back scratched for this.
I have one other item on the pole is actually has a bend in it, and it has 3 transformers on top. And I thought we could,
Yes, Jason, you know?
notice to them, because sometimes they, not at some point, we notify them of this pole.
What pole number is it, Jack?
159, right in front of the,
Jack.
Have you had any movement on the front street, West Front Street, Paul? And,
Only that, is it a Saudi?
no, oh, I don't know what's talking about that. It was,
Who's the attorney? Brodsky?
Brodsky, thank you, Rich Brodsky.
They were talking to Trip Rose,
Okay.
the owner of the other. Follow up.
At the end of New Street, but they're they don't even have an easement to have the light post there. They just.
Yeah, 10. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Monmouth County, this is some items, but to our advantage. It's but it works to our advantage, and they have assurances in the agreement that everything will be but right now you can walk in and hit a buzzer and somebody can buzz you up, or you can call ahead. We'd like that to be our policy, and or call ahead and make an appointment and come on up.
Yeah, like, so it's open, but you know, you have to, 100%. Pretty simple, it's probably.
And let's walk
just, I was concerned. Nowhere, really, goes across the street. Two people, a few months ago, a woman walking over there with two children, she tripped and fell. But you walk across, and you have to step up, and there's no pathway. There's no, in among the shrubs, and make your way north. She was going north to the Anchorage Beach Club. He caught himself, he didn't fall. But the same thing, you're walking across and you're stepping up, and you're in the shrubbery. So if we want to keep that crosswalk there, I think we should do a curb cut. But since they're going to be doing a bridge and all that's going to be torn up, what they end up doing is they cross.
But this is all going to be irrelevant next year.
Right.
Jack, I'm just saying,
Forward that to the county.
I figured it would be there when they do it, you know, when
The crosswalk, Joe, you guys looked at the one when you come out the gate, and there's no cross.
Public Works, local police, you know, keep an eye. Or it's like Anchorage lot, I guess, or Anchorage, you know,
the gravel.
the ground, yeah. So they'll break the fence. That John has, is that they will cross some of them will just start. Well, that one, yeah. So, so we look at different options. One is keeping it, you know, status quo, just monitoring it. One is putting gate there, so that it makes people think we're going for signage, or want to be like filling in the fence. So my thought was, I went looking, I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe just, you know, I was there, so you know, the police didn't seem to think it was a serious risk as it turned out. Because, you know,
I don't know. I was just about 2 weeks ago. I walked down there. It was. I don't think, I had that open.
no, we're talking about people walking across.
Right, I know. Chances are, if there was an accident there, it was because somebody was walking across the street.
So it's a legitimate cross area then?
No, it's not a legitimate cross area.
No, they're literally walking across the building.
You're not gonna get a mid-block crosswalk.
So John, when we did the entire streetscape a few years back, we actually asked DOT, and Jackie said, we asked DOT if we put extra crosswalks on, and they said no.
What is,
Because we were having this problem.
streetscape, and we just had the parking lot, people were walking down there, and, yeah, and Jack recommended, why don't we put a couple of these so they at least have a nice way to walk, because they weren't walking down to the end. Then, they still weren't, we put up the fence, but we left that one break, I'm not quite sure.
Because it's a sidewalk that leads into the parking lot there. So that's why it was broken off. So it was engineered for people not to walk to both sides. If you're parked right in the middle, you could just come you have a direct access.
But you're still supposed to cross the street at a
That's
crosswalk.
crosswalks. So if we put a fence there, now you just have a sidewalk leading to nowhere. If you're on the sidewalk, you run into the fence.
Because it doesn't bend around and go into the lot, so you have to cross into the road or step across the stones on either side.
Down from the parking lot to the sidewalk on the street.
Yes, not on
On the
the.
south end, there is, so that exit gives them the ability to walk out and go down. We have the same problem in the gravel lot with that, I mean, people can't walk 10 feet to the crosswalk. To walk across.
In front
Yeah.
of Big Wheels, the stop there, for official use.
But we might have to put side.
How many walk crosswalks?
People like the answer. Start writing tickets for jaywalking. It's your birthday, we gotta give you a lot.
A long way to say we don't know what actually do there.
Yeah.
Use a crosswalk down there, there isn't any. Your nearest crosswalk will.
It's literally 12 feet. Big, and across, staying and right across.
Well, this is, I mean, how far is it? Probably 50, 60 feet, maybe max, from where this opening in the fences to where the crosswalk is. It's a very short walk.
Which
We're
one?
talking about right now, in the north lot here.
Yeah, the north lot, yeah. No, it's literally in the middle of the block.
Yeah.
It's in the, like, the crosswalk at the light is probably about, like you said, probably about 50 or 60 feet. And people can't walk. The problem is it's Angelicus. Angelicus gets the most traffic, and people are literally walking.
We did talk about a sign. Is a sign going to do anything?
Couldn't hurt. I
And
mean, you put a little sign there, you know, for dumbing down for people, like, you know, crosswalk right here. But whatever.
we can shame people, say only
Crosswalk.
jerk offs don't use the crosswalk.
I don't think we do a small sign.
Only stupid people don't use.
Yeah.
Funnel
All right, so we have,
we are.
this was the four upcoming resolutions on the next meeting that are listed there, and then I believe we do have an executive session today,
We do.
and then that'll be the last action for today, so we're not going to go back to policy.
I'll second that.